Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Becoming Cleo. I'm so excited that you're here. Today we're going to be talking about entering in a new era of life, and that is none other than the grown and sexy era. So let's get right into it. I'm turning 28 this year in July, and I feel like I'm slowly, not feel like, I am. And that just means that I am slowly but surely inching closer to 30 every single year. And I love that for me. Like 28 for sure is one of those ages where it's like there's not a question mark as to if you're grown. Like you're definitely grown at 28. And so the more that I evolve, the more that I'm in therapy, working on myself, the more that I just feel the need to elevate my life and to enter in this grown and sexy era. For me, I feel like most of my life that I've been more of like a behind the scenes kind of girl, like the shy, quiet kid. Like I feel like those were my narratives for such a long time. And honestly, for the longest time, I really resonated with that identity. But now that I'm getting older and coming into my own, I feel like it's time to actually align with how I see myself and align with like the person that I want to be. And so I think naturally it's just time to enter in this era. I've also been talking to a lot of friends about this who are in their late 20s and moving closer to 30. It seems like there's just like this common theme or like this general consensus that now is the time to do that. And now more than ever, it's also so important to rewrite your narrative to something that actually identifies with who you are today. You can literally let go of identities that don't resonate with us anymore and embody a whole new one. And so for me, I think entering this grown and sexy era is going to look different for everyone, but I want to share with you all the different things that I'm going to be doing to enter into this era. I'm also going to make this a series on TikTok, so be sure to follow me over there for like a more updated series about it where I talk about the different things that I'm doing. And I may make it on Instagram as well just in case TikTok goes away, but certainly hope not. Either way, let's get right into the video. And the first thing that I'm going to be doing to enter in this new era is to wear the clothes. Now you're probably wondering like, what does that mean? Well, for me, I have literally had a Pinterest board since 2021, I think, where literally a Pinterest board of all the different clothing and fashion inspos and just really just ultimately like how I want to dress. Now I started this board in 2021 and each and every single year, all I do is add more outfits to the board and change the name. That is it. I have not even brought a single piece of clothing or even something similar to what's on the board. So it's now called Fashion Rebrand 2024 and it's like 3 years later, it's the same board, added on more clothes, but I'm still not wearing the clothes. So for me, entering this grown and sexy era means I'm going to be wearing the clothes and dressing how I want to dress. So I'm going to pop in my Pinterest board right here and I'm going to scroll so you guys can see exactly what it is that I want to wear. These clothing that are on the board look nothing like what's in my closet. And for starters, I feel like I'm just due for a whole new wardrobe anyway, because I don't know what happened, but senior year of college, I took two like 8 a.m. workout classes. I took Pilates and then I took like Zumba. And ever since then, I had just, my uniform just became like stretch pants and a graphic tee. And honestly, up until like this year or even late last year, that's how I was still dressing. Like that would literally be my uniform. And I felt like I didn't really have any self-expression. Like I didn't feel confident in my looks or confident in my body. And so I really made an effort to change that. So I will say while my wardrobe has gotten better, it's just not to the point of where I'd like it. Now, the second thing as it relates to wearing the clothes is for a long time, I have thought that I was like a neutral girl only. Now, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love the neutrals. I love wearing the tans, the browns, the complementary like tan, brown, off-white look. I think that's beautiful. But I also want to get into this era of wearing more color. So I have on this green top here and honestly, I feel like green is one of those colors where it looks super amazing on me. And so I really want to get into adding more color to my wardrobe, not just relying on the neutrals because they feel comfortable. And I also believe that part of me not having the clothes that I want to wear also is because like I've been waiting to have like this summer body, to lose X amount of weight, to look this certain way, to get back to this body. Like I feel like I had all these ideas of what I wanted to look like before I should actually wear the clothes. I'm of the belief of like just wear the clothes. And I think that that's like a very freeing thing for me to be experiencing right now, considering that's like total opposite of what I would experience in the past. So the first thing that I'm doing to enter this grown and sexy era is to wear the clothes, embrace the color, not rely too much on the neutrals, and to wear the clothes that make me feel good. The second thing that I'm doing to enter in this new era is I'm about to start wearing press-on nails. So my nails typically are like all different types of lengths, all types of uneven, but my natural nails do grow like really, really long. I'll show you guys now, like this hand, like they're kind of getting there to the point where they're getting really long, but then this hand, they're really short. And so they just don't match. And my friends, some of my friends actually hate that. So if y'all are watching this video, sorry. But I really want to get into wearing press-ons because I wore press-on nails during Valentine's Day. I'll insert a picture right here, and I absolutely loved wearing nails. Like I love like the little click clacks and just feeling like really pretty having my nails done and having like jewelry on and having my rings on. Like wearing press-ons is something that I think that I want to keep up with on a consistent basis. I don't know if I would ever do like acrylic or gel in the salon because I also just love like being frugal and doing my own nails too at home. Some of the places that literally have some of the best and most unique nails is Etsy. I'm actually going to link it below some of my favorite nails that I found on Etsy, and then I'll pop some pictures in here on this video so you guys can see like some of the different options that they have. But Etsy hands down has the best press-on nails. I feel like Amazon is one of those places where like they're super cute, but when you get them, like the quality just isn't as good. It really just depends on the seller. And then even with Etsy, like while it's still affordable, at least some of the different options, a lot of them are going to be like way more expensive than press-on nails that you can get from Amazon. And that's because a lot of them are handmade, so their quality is better and the time they put into making them is also longer than like the, I guess like the fake press-on. So I will definitely be entering in my press-on era. So I'll probably be showing you guys like some of the different nails that I get, do like a nail haul or something like that, just to show you guys like what my nails are going to be looking like over the summer, because I really want to have like themed nails. Like I want like July to have like its own vibe and color, June like summer, like springtime. Like I really want to have fun with it and play around with it. And then I also want to elevate my ring game as well, just because I love when I have nails and rings on. So definitely be on the lookout for a video about that in the future. So the third thing is kind of on brand for what we just talked about, but to enter in this grown and sexy era, I feel like I really need to have more jewelry and also like higher quality jewelry as well. So I already mentioned the rings. Like I have rings from years ago when I really used to wear rings a lot, and so I just plan on getting more rings, a lot of unique pieces that I can add on. So if you guys actually know any ring or jewelry places in general that are high quality and preferably Black owned, please feel free to leave those down below in the comments. And then outside of rings, I also want to get really into necklaces as well. I personally love like the layered necklace type, to where it's like a shorter one, a long one, and then like a really long one. I feel like I may have to like Google where to get like sets from. I'm not sure if people actually have sets or if they just piece together their own like layered necklace type of thing, but that's another thing that I really want to get into because I feel like it looks really good with like low cuts and then deep cuts as well with your shirts. And y'all know from like watching my previous videos, like the one with the Valentine's Day haul, where I mentioned how I really like having my shoulders out. I think that this entire summer I just want to have my shoulders out, no straps, and then just have necklaces on. I feel like that would be perfect, especially with the tan. So I'm definitely going to be stepping up my necklace game as well. And I really want like a Cancer zodiac necklace. Like I have one now, but I want like a gold one. I don't know, I want like a gold one. Like that's not the one that I currently have. And then on top of that, I feel like I just also need more necklaces because literally I think like 90% of the necklaces that I own were gifts from my boyfriend and gifts from my boyfriend's mom. So I don't know that I actually have that many necklaces that I've owned that I picked out myself that I want to wear. So I'm about to be stepping into the necklace world as well. And then lastly, I feel like I need more earrings. Like y'all probably don't know this because I never really wear earrings that much unless I remember. I really just wear earrings if I'm like making a YouTube video, because in my day-to-day life, I forget that I even have my ears pierced. But I'm saying all that to say is that I actually have my second hole pierced here. I have this one here and this one. And I got my second hole pierced when I was in 8th grade. And I remember like I begged my mom with one of my oldest friends, like if we could get our ears pierced. And my mom literally let me get my ears pierced. But now it's at the point where it's like, I don't even wear jewelry in my second hole. And I feel like having 2 holes in your ear with 2 different types of jewelry that complement each other, like that would literally eat, and I just don't do that. And I don't love that for myself. So I'm definitely going to be wearing more jewelry this summer, more jewelry this year, and actually make like a conscious effort to put it on and to wear it out. And then even to have like some flashy jewelry. Like I just don't want like classic pieces. I want like staple pieces. I want like bold pieces. I want like all, like give me like a plethora of jewelry so I can just like play around and have fun with it. So I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to get my jewelry from, but as I begin to build that collection, I'm sure a YouTube video on where I source my jewelry is going to be happening in the very near future. So also stay tuned for that. Fourth thing that I'm doing to enter into this grown and sexy era is perfumes. So I used to love like scented products. I think heavily in like middle school and high school. Like I used to always wear the Bath and Body Works like lotion and body spray. One, because I think me and my family always went to Bath and Body Works, but 2, I remember like one of my relatives used to give us like a lot of Bath and Body Works products, and so I used to wear those all the time. And I think if I remember, the fragrance that I was obsessed with and used literally all of the time was Sweet Pea. I think that's what it's called. A few more that I can like see in my head, I don't necessarily remember, of like different fragrance products that I used to use. And then as I got older, I stopped using a lot of fragrance products. One, because I was like learning more about like the different ingredients, about the different chemicals and toxins. And so I kind of entered in this like toxic free natural deodorant, natural products kind of thing. I just thought at the time that maybe like wearing perfume just wasn't meant for me. Like I used to wear like a lot of non-scented things, or I would even make my own products. That way I knew what was going into them. But I recently discovered like a clean, beauty friendly fragrance line called Skylar, and I got their discovery set because one, I don't want to commit to a perfume without smelling it, without seeing how good it smells, how long it lasts, seeing how it pairs and layers well with other scents. I only got the discovery set to try out the different scents and to see how they layered, and so far I really loved the Skylar brand. I just feel like the perfume didn't last as long as like regular perfume would. But with these sample sizes, it's like you can't spray on that much because you really only have but so much. And so for me, I just felt like it was a really cool way to test it. And this one, I forget the exact discovery set it is because they have 2, but this is the one that has Salt Air, Owl Escape, Capri Summer, Pink Canyon, and Vanilla Sky. And these smell so good. And also, like in looking over their website, they're called Skylar Clean Beauty. I'm going to be buying a discovery set this weekend for a different brand that my friend recommended me called Clean Reserve. So I'm really excited to try that one because this set lasted me quite some time. And I think that the next one is probably a little bit bigger if I remember correctly. Either way, I'm going to pop in a picture here and link it below, the one that I'm actually getting. And then I think I'll do a review on my TikTok. So also make sure to go check that out because I'll be talking more about the different fragrances that I'll be using. So yes, if you didn't know, clean beauty fragrances are definitely a thing. You may just have to do some trial and error, buy some discovery kits and see what works best for you. I think, again, like all the other things I've talked about, there will probably be another video that goes deeper into this topic in the future once I begin to build up like my perfume collection of clean beauty fragrances. Because I really want a signature scent. Like I want to walk into a room or hug a friend or, you know, come home and people like know that I'm there because they can smell like my signature scent in the air. I think scent is one of those things where it's like people associate like with smells, with like memories, and smells with like people. And so I just want to be one of those people that just like smells good all of the time, that has their signature scent, and that's just like has all the people asking like, what are you wearing? Like what perfume is that? So I'm really excited to be in this perfume era as well. Last but not least, the 5th thing that I'm doing to enter into this grown and sexy era is to have the confidence and to have the audacity, honey, to last but not least, the 5th thing that I'm doing to enter in this grown and sexy era is to 1, have confidence, but 2, have the audacity, honey. So I've made a video in the past talking about comfort zone. We don't know her, like watch this video if you want to get out of your comfort zone in 2024. I will link that right here so you guys can take a look at that. Honestly, I think since like 2020, in the pandemic, I had really made a conscious effort to start doing things outside of my comfort zone and to really just start doing things by myself, just because I felt like doing things by yourself, especially new things, is one way to be fearless, but two, it's another way to meet people, especially when you're like not in a situation where you have a friend with you that you can take with you. It's really just about like you and your experience, and you're kind of the one that drives the vehicle with that. And so for me, getting out of my comfort zone this year, it looks like doing things that I've always wanted to do that I've been scared to do, this time alone and sometimes with friends. So one of the things that I've been doing for a while is going to events by myself. So I went to a 3-day art and wellness festival in summer of last year, and I literally went, didn't know anyone, and ended up walking away like meeting new people, taking down people's Instagram, getting people's numbers, and like staying into contact with some of them. And I thought that was so cool because I really relied on myself to make connections and to put myself out there. So going to things by myself is something that I'm going to continue to go, just because that's something that's really going to help me to get out of my comfort zone. The second thing that I'm going to be doing to get outside of my comfort zone are doing more classes. That's going to allow me to like not be so disconnected from my body, and that's going to help me to have confidence in myself and in my appearance and in my skill set. So I took a twerk class with a friend. I think it was like last month, maybe the month before last, I'm not sure, but it was literally a class where you learn to twerk, and maybe I'll pop in a video right here so you guys can see what that looked like for me. But it was a twerk class and it was so much fun to like learn how to twerk, but I definitely found myself to be like kind of shy and intimidated because some of those girls, they could really twerk. And I was out here like, I could kind of twerk, like I do all right. And so to me, I was like a little bit nervous, and the instructor was like, I can feel the nervous energy on those of y'all that are nervous. And so that just made me want to go back and take another twerk class and learn how to twerk. I feel like for me, I get like really stiff, and then it feels like some kind of like disconnected. Like I see myself, but I'm not necessarily like feeling myself. So I'm gonna be going back, and I may have to like document that journey on TikTok too. The second thing I did was I took a pole dancing class with some friends as well. And that was super hard, super challenging. Like the warm up literally had me sweating, ready to tap out. And then when we actually got to working with the pole, y'all, that is a whole workout within itself. Like if you are in a place and in the space where you can take a pole class, I highly recommend it because it's fun. And at least for the place that I go, they work on their routine for an entire month, so you could actually like learn it and get in the flow of things. And I really like that because I could not get that routine down for the life of me just throughout that one class. So it's really tough, but I definitely want to like go back for the monthly class and then just learn like how to work the pole and learn how to like dance to the song with over the course of a month. So those are some of the things that I'm doing right now to have confidence and to have the audacity. I'm not exactly sure what other things that I'm going to be doing to get out of my comfort zone, but I think one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bucket list for this summer of just things that I want to accomplish this summer, like big things, like scary things, like things outside of my comfort zone. And I want to use that list and add things to it that's going to help me to have more confidence. Add things too where it's going to be like, where did she get the audacity from? I feel like with gaining confidence and having audacity is where like, one, you really do get more comfortable with yourself. And then two, that confidence like radiates to other people. Like other people can then tell that you are confident as well. It's like your inward feeling and expression is also going outward as well. So that's the fifth thing that I'm going to be doing to enter in this grown and sexy era. It's really just doing the things that I want to do because I can do them, because I want to do them, and because why not? And also I think with doing that, it's going to help me to care less about what people think. Like I don't want to be thinking like, oh, what are they going to think if I do this? What are they going to think if I post that? Like, I just want to be me authentically and freely and show up in a way that feels good to me. And that's just like, to me, is just an embodiment of the grown and sexy era. It's just doing whatever it is that you want to do. So those are the 5 different things that I'm going to be doing to graciously step into this grown and sexy era with ease. Like I said, these are the things that I will be doing for me to enter into this era. How you enter into it may look different for you, and I love that for you. And I would also love if you guys comment to like, are you someone that's in your grown and sexy era? Like, are you someone that's entering into this era? And if so, what does that look like for you? Like, I would love to just have like more of a conversation about this, because I feel like it's something that I've been talking about quite a bit with some of my friends. So I'm excited to see how this summer and how the rest of the year goes, especially as it relates to me entering into this era. I hope that I can like physically feel and see and internally see and feel a change as well, one that's beautiful and one that allows me to actually feel grown, sexy, confident, and have the audacity, the gall. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. Be sure to follow me across all socials at Becoming Cleo. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.